Ren. 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 You asshole. I love the tongue. Want some, Rin? You'll get a blue tongue too. Oh, nice! You hit your face on it. Look how grouchy he looks. He's like, you bitch. You look so grouchy, Rin. I'm picking on him. He's mad at me. Right? You know, if he want to lick himself or clean himself or, what? Itch himself or clean himself? Ugh. I love his grouchy face. Yes, I do. I love your grouchy face. Great selfie right here. Grumpy face. Grumpy face. Just chillaxing with me, dude. Yes, I just licked my cat's ear. I got forcibly given kisses. Oh, he didn't try to get away that time. Just in a little ball in a hole in a... I can't angle this thing correctly. Oh. My precious baby. My precious baby. Aww. Hey everyone. You know those couple of clips back there that I showed you just a few minutes ago? I sat there all day yesterday, no, the day before yesterday, snuggling that cat, patting him, loving on him, and what he does to repay me is knock over my computer, and oh my gosh, I freaked out. I thought, oh my god, I broke my computer again, but it wasn't me that broke it this time. If it did break, it would have been my cat's fault. He's over there behind this curtain. So yeah, I was in bed laying down and he brought him with me to lay with me, and I was sitting there patting him, and I fell asleep, and then I woke up because he smacked me in the face with his tail and ran away, and I'm like, okay. Next thing I know, I hear thud, a loud thud, and I'm like, so I was gonna ignore and go back to sleep. I'm like, no, I have a bad feeling about this. So I got up and I walked out there to to see what it was out into the living room where I am now, and there was my computer tipped over and onto the floor. I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my goodness, my cat just broke my computer. So I turned it on and it worked. I'm like, oh, thank God. Then the next morning, I went in and slept, and for some reason I was not feeling all that hot that night. So I was like really hot and sweaty. And so I'm like, okay, that was weird. I think I like got myself so worked up that I started freaking out because of it. So I went in, slept, and woke up the next morning, and I turned on my computer, and it says, sorry, cannot load. And I'm like, and oh my gosh, I almost had a freaking heart attack. And oh my gosh, you don't even know. I was freaking out. And then it says to load up with Windows 108 or something like that. So I clicked on it, thinking, maybe it'll work. And it worked. I'm like, oh, thank God. So my computer is okay. And I'm happy. I got this yesterday, my new headphones, because the other ones broke. The ones I had in my ears in the previous videos that I did of gaming, I had them in my ears, and I realized one was off. So I took out one and I listened, and it was fine. I took that one out and put it in, and it was totally out. I'm like, okay, time to get new headphones. So I got these ones, and they are amazing. I love them. Though, if you wear them for too long, you get earaches. I don't have the money to, like, buy headphones that, like, adjust to your ears and stuff like that. So, I'm just gonna do what I have, and I'm having a hard time finding a game to play. I found a couple of games, I'm like, oh, this one's cute, and I started playing, and then this person that was in the game didn't know how to speak freaking proper English. And I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to read this? I already have enough hard time reading, and you throw something like that at me, it's not going to work. And then I was going to play Notes of Obsession, because I said it in my It Moves video, but I started playing that game, and oh my God, I could not finish it. I started recording it, and I was recording it, and then when I got to I just like lost my nerve to play it, and I could not play. I live all by myself. I was freaking out. I just like, I don't know. I just felt like, I don't know. I just could not play that game. I don't have enough nerves to play it, and I'm sorry. I said I might play it, and I did start recording it, but then I lost my nerves to play it and stopped recording it. In some of my videos you can hear something like a fan going on. I realized that it's like super hot and it's summertime. I don't have air conditioner in my apartment, so I have a fan on in the background and it's pointing at me so I can stay cool. I know it sucks that you can hear that, but it doesn't interfere with anything. You can still hear the audio, you can still hear me talking, and all that stuff like that, so I'm just going to leave it. But during the winter time, the fan, of course, will be off, so you won't hear it as much. The other reason why I am making this video is because I'm going to show you guys what I did in college, finally. I did this thing which is called a zigzag brochure, and I did mine on wolves. See? And there's the back of it. You take pictures, you gotta go and find these pictures, but you can't just go on Google and look up a Google picture, take it off, and then use it. You have to go on free images, a free image site where you can download them for free, and then you can use them. You can't just use any picture. So it was hard to find pictures of wolves of the kind that I wanted to do. There was I think one on here that I just like looked it up and saw like a picture, like I looked it up on Google, saw the picture, what it looks like, went on free imagery and found a picture sort of almost close to it, but it's not exactly the wolf, but it looks close enough. I know I shouldn't have done that, but I was tired of doing this one because it took forever, but I put everything into this, so it was like, this is the brochure that I created. Yeah, I loved it. I said this one, it says Grey Wolf, and then it says did you know, and it gives you like did you know, and then you read it, and then it gives you some more information, and then it says Red Wolf, did you know, and then it gives you more information, and then British Columbian Wolf, did you know, and then it gives you more information. Arctic Wolf, did you know, more information of course. And I did that with all of them, with like Eastern Timber Wolf and the Mandan Wolf. It's a wolf, but it's not really. That one was really confusing, and I really found it interesting. It kind of looks like a wolf, but it's not a wolf. It's a mixture of a fox and a wolf, but it's still considered a wolf, even though it's like a mixture of a wolf and a fox. It's still considered a wolf. And then I did one about the wolf pack, alpha, betas, omegas, and I found it, I loved this. It was awesome. Then I did some other ones. Hold on. Gotta get my book bag. I got skulls on my book bag. This one I had this book bag since high school. I had this book bag for the longest time, and I love it, so I'm not getting rid of it. Wait, is that it? Open up this. Okay. And then we had to take pictures of a place. Like this. This one was our first one. I should have showed you this one first. Sorry. This one was our first one. The zigzag brochure was our second project. I should have did this one first, then the zigzag brochure, and then our last one. Sorry, I'm a little out of, I don't know. Anyway, so you have to take this picture, and you have to take certain places of this picture, and then go in and do something like this. And see these lines you're supposed to, it's like kind of like a magazine type of thing. It's kind of like you take this picture, take some parts of the pictures, and you're supposed to like explain it, even though you're not really explaining it, you're just doing these lines. And I'm not really too sure, but you have to do it with all of them. You gotta give the picture, like the little squiggly line right here is like the name of what it is, and the lines is like explaining like, oh, you can go on this boat and go for a nice relaxing ride, and etc, etc. And it's kind of like a thing from a magazine, and we had to do like a couple of pictures, which took like forever because I had to work with this picture, and there's not that much going on in this picture. Like I took pictures of the water, and the water, like the water is clear, and the boat and all that stuff like that, and it was kind of hard. Like I did the boat, the beach, the water, and again with the beach. It was hard to do, but it was fun to do at the same time. But I don't know. I got good grades on all of these. This one doesn't have a grade. Okay, and then this is the last one. The last project was a big project, which I loved it, which I did not know what I was going to do with this. I don't have the finishing project. I wish that I went back and got it, but it's a book. You have to like pick a book and use that as an example to make another book cover, but you can't like go on Google and take pictures off there. Of course, you have to go on Free Images and then make your own book cover for a book that you picked. I picked The Fault in Our Stars, because I love the movie. Sadly, I did not read the book, but I feel like it was really good. I feel like I want to read the book now after making this book cover for it. But even though I didn't read the book, I did pretty good on it. But I could be wrong. But I did The Fault in Our Stars. I wish I had the ending project to it, but it's still good. Okay, there's that one. And I had to print it off 3 times, because the first time it didn't come out right, second time not so much, and then the third time it came out just right and it was okay. It was good. And this is the second one. Oop, I might have gotten too close. But yeah, I love this book cover. Like, when I first started out, I'm like, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to recreate this book, I don't know what to do, I'm like, I can't, like, go on Google and pull off any pictures. I wanted, like, to do so much with this book, but the book cover, but I felt like if I was gonna put like a whole bunch of stuff on it, but the thing is, you can't just like pile on a whole bunch of stuff and have like a lot going on. And that's what she was saying to me, not to me, but to everyone. She's like, don't put a lot on there. She's like, just put some on that like it kind of shows like what's going on in the book, and so I did. And if you guys have not seen or read The Fault in Our Stars, you should. And I don't really want to like go into like the whole thing of like what the story is about. So I recommend you guys to go watch The Fault in Our Stars and read the book. It is amazing. I haven't read the book, but I'm pretty sure it's just as good as the movie. So, yeah. Well, that's the end of this video. If you liked it, click that like button, and I'll see y'all next time.